Next, we're going to put in also the panel number 21, which is this panel. As you can see, you can identify by it's actually an angle slat on the side like that. Now first we need to do exactly the same as previously. 4 locking devices in, 1 there, 2 there, 3, 4. Now once again, make sure you use an Allen key to make sure the hole is actually in the right position before install it in. Now when you finish with the windscreen, you start with this panel on the front. Now with this panel on the front there, as you know, there's actually one smooth side and also one angle side edges in there. Now the angle edges we face it from the inside, and the smooth one we put it from the outside. When we put it in, we require also 4 50mm screw, 1 there, 2 there, and also 2 on the other side as well. And at this stage we only put it in position only, so we can readjust it again. Okay, at this stage, remember as previously mentioned, you only lock on one side only, okay, on the screw, and the other side you put the screw loosely on in position first, and we will tighten it in later on. Now we're ready to put in the front panel, which is this one here. Now before we put the front panel in, make sure you join all electrical in for the 2 light tube. Now as you can see from the back there, it's actually 2. We connect one short one to on this side there. Make sure you got the polarity correctly put in like that. And when you finish, you also put one for the other tube as well, for the long wire one, like so. Now you want, once it's in position, you put in 2 50mm screw on this end here, 1 there, and also 1 at the bottom. Now at this stage, remind you again, do not tighten it, just put in position only. And then on this side here, you also put 2 screw as well. Once again, also 50mm, 1 on the top and 1 at the bottom. Now once it's actually all aligned and then be in position, then we use the Allen key start to tighten it in. Now once you finish putting and tied up on the side there, you start to put in also 1 more screw in to hold up the steering wheel from the inside panel. As you can see there, 1 there, and also 1 on this side there, which is that one there, and we tied it in. And this time double check all your screw, make sure everything is actually tightly firm, screw in tightly all the way. And then when you're ready for this step, we're moving to the next step. Next we're going to put in the panel number 11, as you can see, with this zigzag pattern on the front with a 3 hole in there. You can identify this panel by this piece. It's got 3 holes in the middle. Now the 3 hole will be facing up on the top and the pattern will be facing down. Okay, now we also require to put in 4 locking device, small one, 1 there, 2 there, and also 2 on the other side as well. Now we're ready to put it in. We need also 4 50mm screw to put in. Now we put this panel in this position like so, and then we put in 2 50mm, 1 on top and 1 on the bottom, like that. One there, and also 1 on the top as well. Now at this stage, when you finish with the top panel, it should look like this type of pattern. Now remember, at the moment we only put 4 screws as previously mentioned. One side you tighten it in, the other side you just put it still loose position, but do not tight at this stage, as we need to put another top panel on top. Now as you can see here, this is actually the top panel for the following procedure. With this one, is called piece number 19. Now you also need 4 locking devices there. 1 there, 2, 3, 4. Now we're ready to put it on. Now by the time you finish with the panel 19 on top there, when it's in position, we're going to lock it in with 1 there, 2 there with a 15mm screw, and also 1 there, 2 there on top to lock it in. Now this time we're ready to firmly attach it in, so tight all screw now from all sides, and double check the whole side once again from top to bottom. Make sure it's all nice and tight, and when you finish, also check on this side one more time to make sure the structure is sound and stable and firmly locked in. Now next we're going to put the siren in. Now we need 2 of the shortest screw that you can find from the collection of the screw there, and also and this siren as well. Now we're ready to assemble it. Now once you finish the siren, put it in, it should look like that, and then we're ready to go to the next step. Now we move from the front, we go back to the back now. Now on this stage here we need 2 screw like that. We put it in and turn the locking device 180 degrees in the clockwise position to lock it in. 1, and we also need 1 more in the back. Turn 180 degrees and lock in, and also require 2 wooden dowel there, 1 there and 2 there, and we do the same for this side as well. Now once you have finished that, we turn over to the front end. Now we do the same thing. We put in also 1 joining screw there, and once again when you put in, turn 180 degrees to lock it in. 1 there and 1 at the bottom, and at the same time put also 2 wooden dowel there, 1 there, 2 there, and we do also the same for the other side as well. 1 there and 2 as well. Now at this age we're ready to put in the panel. Now as you can see, there's 2 pieces of panel which is for the top bunk bed, which is item number 5 and also item number 15. Now with this one you can identify which end to go by looking at the edge there. It's actually got holes there, so that's a joining edge in the middle, which we're going to join in. We are going to show you in a second. Now before we put in, make sure you put in 4 locking devices first. 1 there, 2 there, and also 2 at the end there, 1 there and 2 there. Now we do the same for the other piece as well. Now we start from the inner panel first. As you can see, it's actually a joining there. Now previously I have mentioned at the end there you can see that's a joint, so that's how you identify the joining to which position and which side the panel is in. Now for in this case the joint is in there, so you have to join to this side here to the front. And as for the bottom, you double check there, and also make sure it's actually fit to the bottom end as well. Now we're ready to put in. Now first we need to slide in the top end like that in. Now once you finish with that side, you also do the same thing from the other side as well. Now as from the back here, we require also for another 25mm screw. Now on the top here you need a locking device like that, the silver one, and also a 35mm screw to lock it in. And then make sure it's actually nicely firmly tied in like so. And once you've done that, start tighten up the rest of the screw on the bar as well. And then we're ready for the next step. Next we're going to put in this 4 steel bar in. Now as for putting this steel bar, we need 50mm screw to put it in. Now at this stage, when we do the steel bar in, make sure you put in a plastic ring in first before you put in the screw, and then with this screw we tie in the bar in. Okay, and we do 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we put in the 4 steel bar in like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're using a 50mm screw to tie it in. Now before you put in and tightly screw in, best to use the leather that you got. Put it on top like that. Make sure it's level, so all the slate is actually level up. Once actually level, then we start to tie all the screw in all the side. And now also at the same time, make sure the hole you can see in the middle, that's it there, must be facing the middle on top like that. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now remind you again, make sure all the metal bar, the hole must be facing upward like that. And this one there, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay. Next